Welcome back to the 32-Bit Network. This is your host, and this is your boy, Calvin Domingo, a.k.a. Steezy A. Smith. It's been a crazy week in the NFL, hasn't it? I mean, on Tuesday, we had Russell Wilson traded to the Denver Broncos. On Wednesday, Commander Carson became a thing. Carson Wentz was traded to the Washington Commanders. On Thursday, Khalil Mack was traded to the Chargers in a blockbuster that'll pair him up alongside a Joey Bosa. Yesterday, on Friday, there was good news revolving all the teams that were interested or are in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. And then this morning, Amari Cooper from the Dallas Cowboys was traded to the Cleveland Browns in exchange for a 5th-round pick, and the teams also do a 6th-round pick swap. And so I know a lot of people out there, especially A.J. Brown, is kind of complaining about what Dallas got in exchange for an Amari Cooper, a 5th-round pick, and then, like I said, a 6th-round swap. I understand he's a lot better than the 5th-round pick, but when you take his contract into account, he's not super old, he's 27 years old, but when you look at his contract as a whole, that's actually one of the reasons why he got traded for the measly cost of a 5th-round pick. Now, for the fantasy football people out there, this probably isn't going to do justice for Amari Cooper's value, but after trading for Amari Cooper, the Cleveland Browns actually just put it out there that Jarvis Landry is now going to be on the trade block, or he's going to be given permission to seek a trade. And so, yes, he's the number one receiver, but in a run-heavy offense. I know Jarvis Landry has had success with Baker Mayfield in the past. His second year in Cleveland, he did have over 1,100 yards receiving, and with the exception of last year in Cleveland, because it was an injury-riddled season, Jarvis Landry has had 70 or more catches in all of his healthy seasons with Baker Mayfield as his quarterback. And so all hope is not lost. Amari Cooper is still young. He definitely has now a chip on his shoulder, and he wants to go out there and prove to the people that, he's still a top maybe 15, top 12 receiver in the National Football League. I don't know if right now I'd put him in the top 10. He's been a little inconsistent, but A.J. Brown is right. All those people are right. Amari Cooper is one of the best route runners that the game has to offer. And more than half of his time in the NFL, he's had over 1,000 yards. And so we know what he's capable of. We know what he can do. It's going to be up to Baker Mayfield and Amari Cooper being able to establish some sort of a rapport, some sort of chemistry, some sort of rhythm when they start playing together. And I don't think it's going to completely crater his value, especially in terms of fantasy, but in real life, this is definitely a great move. It has been on record, or it has been reported, that Cleveland is looking to revamp the receiving corps, and they're looking to build around a Baker Mayfield. I know he hasn't gotten that extension yet, and so they want to see what he's capable of this year. He's had a couple of good years in the NFL, and before Justin Herbert broke his record a couple of years ago for the most touchdowns by a rookie, we know what he's capable of. We know what he can do when he has not only a competent offense, but competent receivers. I know it didn't work out with him and OBJ, but Amari Cooper is a different receiver from OBJ. He's more nuanced in his route running. He is one of the best route runners in football. He's not as reliant on explosive athleticism or, quickness and explosive speed and whatnot. He's more nuanced at the position. And so I definitely think that in real life, this is a lot better for him than it is in fantasy. But I think overall it's a solid move for the Cleveland Browns. They were able to buy low. I mean, only a 5th-round pick. They were flush with cap space. It's not like they were going to go out in free agency and sign a whole bunch of guys. There weren't that very many options left either on the trade market or on the free agent market as it pertains to the wide receiver position, which was a huge need. Now, they can also opt to fill it in the NFL draft just because this draft is going to be heavy on wide receivers. There's plenty of talent to pluck from, but I think Cleveland, they definitely did themselves a favor by acquiring an Amari Cooper, who I think is, like I said earlier, is going to go out and is on a mission to prove that he's still one of the better receivers in football. It's going to just be up to him and Baker Mayfield being able to establish some sort of rhythm, which I believe they can do. That's it for today, y'all. Wanted to keep it short and simple. Wanted to keep it short and simple. I apologize. Again, this is your host, Calvin Domingo, a.k.a. Steezy A. Smith. You're tuned into the 32-Bit Network. And again, don't forget to show some love. Hit that subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, all that good stuff. Nothing but love, y'all. Peace.